guys, my name is Shay and welcome to my channel. Today I'll be reviewing Dollface Season 2, Episode 6, Space Cadet. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Let's get it. The episode starts off with Stella and Jules at Madison's place, and she is trying on clothes to see if she should keep, donate, or burn it. Of course, she wants the girls there for help, and both Jules and Stella make sarcastic comments. Jules says that there's nothing like a mandatory friend activity planned by Madison, while Stella says that she didn't really have a choice either in coming, nor does she want to do this, and it actually looks kind of fun though. Madison says that with them turning 30 soon, their style should reflect the direction that they want to go in life, and also that she's bought a ton of shit that she has to make more room for. Madison pulls a blazer and Jules questions her why she wants to replace a peach blazer with another peach blazer, and Madison tells her to get it right and that the color is cantaloupe. Excuse me? Don't edit so hard like that on her fashion tip, Jules. Don't do that. Izzy walks into Madison's place and she is FaceTiming Liam. Izzy says that even though she just saw him like a few minutes ago, she misses him already. Liam feels the same way and tells Izzy that she left her charger in his car and wonders if she needs it. Izzy says that she is fine, and when she sees him later on, they could do a trade because she is wearing his hoodie. Back in the room with the girls, Stella holds up a one-shouldered tank, and Jules is curious to know if Stella was attacked by a bear. Stella says that she is getting rid of her sexier clothes and that she doesn't need them anymore. She mentions that she hasn't really been clubbing as much, and the only club she frequents is Mickey Mouse Clubhouse. That is too freaking cute. I actually watched that show when I was younger, which makes this even more funnier. Madison asks Jules about the clothes she wants to give away, and Jules pours out her clothes from a very stuffed bag. Jules mentions that Celeste gave her a trunk load of clothes, designer clothes, and that Celeste's clothes are way better than her entire wardrobe. Stella tries on some heels and asks the girls if she should donate or sell them. Jules says that they need to put out an Amber Alert for Madison because it looks like Stella is kidnapping her. And it totally does. Stella is just towering over Madison. The little part where Stella puts her hand over Mad's head, it seemed like improv to me. That little bit was all Brenda and Shay. I already know, and I loved it. Izzy tries to casually bring up going to Big Bear with Liam and his college friends to see if they're still going or not. Liam says that his friend got the wrong Airbnb, so there might not be enough room for the guys to bring a +1. Liam says that they will just have to rain check meeting everyone another time, and even though Izzy is disappointed, she's trying to play it all cool. She tries to deflect from her disappointment by cracking jokes, saying that it's not a big bear, biggie, etc. After she gets out the call with Liam, she goes into the room with the girls and starts panicking. She tells the girls about what's going on with Liam, and she uses a lot of air quotes on things that don't need them, but in typical Izzy fashion, she overdoes everything. Jules tells Izzy to calm down, that maybe Liam is telling the truth. Izzy says that she should have known that this would happen and that she's always considered Liam to be way out of her league. As she is talking, an earthquake is happening, and it's because Izzy is having a meltdown. The girls go outside and they seek shelter in a van, and Jules begins to drive towards the tornado because they need to figure out why Izzy is feeling this way. Both Madison and Stella are in the back looking at the data for the tornado, saying that Izzy is experiencing an F4 level and anxiety spiral with insecurity winds at 200 miles per hour. Like, they are really breaking this shit down so we can understand why she's feeling this way. Stella questions Madison if there's any truth to Izzy's fear that Liam doesn't think that she's good enough for him, and Madison replies that there's no evidence indicating that, and that Liam was actually telling the truth. Jules tells Izzy that everything is fine, that Izzy gets a text from Liam saying that he wants to sleep over. She gets happy and the tornado calms down, but then Izzy starts freaking out again that maybe Liam wants to have the talk, and the tornado starts back up again. Madison says that now the friend time is over, she has to get to a potential client meeting who needs help with the opening of their restaurant, Toscana Espresso. Stella says that she's going to keep her freakum bustier for one last hurrah, and mentions that Bruno's going to be with his dad, so it's on for a fun adult night with LIV. Jules says that her and Izzy should get going too because they have to attend the LA Women's Wellness Summit because they are women ambassadors. Madison wants to know if they're still going to get dinner after, and Jules says that she texted Fender to see if he wants to get together. Stella says that she has always rooted for Hot Guitar Guy, and he certainly is a catch, okay? Jules tells Madison that she will keep her posted, and she leaves with Izzy. Jules, Izzy, and Q arrive to the summit, and they are admiring the ambiance along with the turmeric scent. Sky comes over to them to let them know that someone else is in their spot for their booth. That person who stole their booth is Allison B. And Jules and Izzy are not happy to see her. Both Q and Sky are clueless as to who this woman is, and Izzy informs them that Allison used to work for Womb, but she left to start her own company that's very similar to Womb, yada yada yada. They go back and forth about the space, and Allison says that the booth is the only one in reach of an outlet for their neon sign. Jules gets shady, as she should, by the way, saying that's clearly what they made extension cords for, and Allison says that extension cords don't fit into the Allison Limited design aesthetic. Alright. Q catches on to everything being named Allison, from the brand to the girls' names, and Izzy tells him that the chick's name isn't really Allison because she's played that fake name game before. Reference to season one when she was pretending that her name was Allison just to fit in with the other Allisons at work. And Izzy's real name is Isadora Grossman Levine, which is a mouthful, so I'm glad she just goes by Izzy, or Iz for short. Allison J says that it's her middle name actually, and that she doesn't go by her first name anymore. Sky makes a comment about how she is working for a coat company. Allison J says that her real name is Karen Allison Johnson, and that tells Q everything that he needs to know right there. And I'm gonna just leave that right there too. Jules says that this is the booth that Celeste wanted for them, so they can all figure out a solution that works for everyone. Allison agrees, and then the next shot shows Jules and the gang. They got a spot for their booth, but it's literally right next to the garbage disposal, and it's hella small. Like, they just did them so dirty, and like, for what reason? I don't get it. Madison is on her way to the client meeting, and she asks a very handsome Italian man for directions to the restaurant. The man tells her that Toscana Alfresco is the table across the way. Madison can't believe that this is the actual restaurant and wonders where the kitchen is, and the guy tells her that the kitchen is on the other side of Nordstrom's. Madison calls out the person who came up with this idea for this, and that person is standing literally right next to her. Awkward. The guy says that he not only owns the restaurant, but the entire luxury shopping center, along with two others. Oh, so he fancy, huh? Madison says that she has to rethink her press pitch now, and the guy suggests that he join her at a stupid outdoor table so that she can regroup. Jules is awkwardly trying to sell womb samples, and then there's this lady who comes over, acting like she's curious, looking at the product, but then she just walks away. Like, bitch, why'd you even come over here? Why? Everyone huddles around trying to figure out what to do, and Jules motivates the team, saying that they're going to do what Celeste would do, and that is be the best booth at the summit. Jules is really, really excited and wants to do like a team handshake, but no one is down for that, not even Izzy. Stella comes to the bar and she's totally setting the mood for her night with LIV. She is dimming the lights and going through her sex playlist, which she has a lot of, by the way. And I'm curious to know what songs she has on the playlist. Like, put a girl on to some freaky bangers, please. Like, please, I need it. The womb booth is actually doing much better because Jules has an audience while she is giving a pitch about the brand. Allison B and Karen come over to her afterwards, and Allison B throws shade her way, questioning Jules if Womb started making cloning serum. She pretty much says that Jules is a mini Celeste with the new clothes along with the pitch, and that she used to be her, but then she left and got her own authentic identity. Okay, if you say so, because I'm not seeing nothing authentic. Jules is uncomfortable and says that she needs some fresh air. Before she leaves, she tells Izzy to manage the booth while she's gone. The second Jules leaves, Karen and Allison B start bullying her, like typical mean girl shit, but they're grown-ass women, like at your age, please. They bring up Izzy's boyfriend, Liam, and Izzy says that she thinks he might be breaking up with her soon. They really try to make Izzy feel bad, saying that the people in her life don't value her at all, from Liam to Jules. And I hate that they both were trying to make her feel some kind of way, and it worked because you could tell that afterwards that Izzy was affected by that. Jules is inside when she comes over to a woman working at the summit as well. The woman works at Kamla, which is the contemporary art museum in Los Angeles. Jules is intrigued by what's behind the curtain, and the woman tells her that it's a different experience for everyone. She tells Jules that she can have a brochure after the experience, and Jules goes inside. The room is giving like a psychedelic vibe with really dope effects and calming moods. And it actually looks really cool. Like, I would be down for experiencing that. Jules is completely sober and she is enjoying every minute of it. She comes from behind the curtain and tells the woman that she is feeling spiritual. The woman says that it's more of a drug trip without the actual drugs. She gives Jules a brochure saying that it's all because of digital projection and that she doesn't want to get into the details because she doesn't want to ruin Jules' high. Jules says that she's a total tech nerd at heart and that she's done web design for Womb. The woman says that they are always looking to add new people to the design team at Kamla and gives Jules her business card. Liv comes to Stella at the bar and Liv says that Stella must be really, really excited, which she is because she has been planning their sex night for a whole entire day. Stella mentions how they've watched Moana for 3 weekends in a row and that they deserve this. She made a sex to-do list for them and hands it to Liv. Look at my baby being organized and making lists and shit. Madison has been rubbing off on her in such a good way, and I love it. Liv is very impressed by what's on the list, especially number 7, which is strictly for her. Curious to know what that is. Stella has a treasure chest of freaky items for the night, and Liv is pulling out each one. You have some kinky handcuffs, one item which I'm not sure what it is, but Liv assumes that Stella wants to tenderize her with it, so hey, do you? And a gold plated leather whip. The second Liv pulls out the whip, Bruno comes in and immediately grabs it like, oh no. Both Liv and Stella immediately put all the items back in the chest. Liv questions Bruno about his dad, and Bruno replies that he said he had to go to work and that he was really, really mad. I don't know, maybe that's the truth, but that the dad really did have to work, but I low-key feel like he just wanted to ruin her plans. Like, we haven't even met Bruno's dad, and I just get that feeling. But what do I know? Bruno is still holding the whip and he slaps it on the floor, demanding that he wants to watch Moana now. Sweet baby Bruno. And both Stella and Liv just have those poker faces because their fun adult night has been delayed. Jules comes by Madison's place saying that she is getting rid of Celeste's clothes and that they can use the money to do something else. Madison and Jules catch each other up with their days. Jules says that she had a horrible yet awesome day. She mentions that she was called a sad knockoff, and that she discovered her dream job that she never really knew existed. Madison shows Jules a picture of the very handsome billionaire she met at a meeting today. Jules makes a comment saying that Madison just can't replace old Colin with a new guy that looks exactly like him and can pass as for his twin. She reminds Madison of the advice she gave her to make more space for things in their lives. She texts Fender asking if his friend is single, and if so, send a picture. Jules is still amped, saying that they're going on a double date, and Madison is intrigued to know what happened in their room because she is not recognizing her own bestie right now. Jules and Madison arrive to the restaurant and Fender is there with his friend. And fun fact, the actor who plays Max, he's in Batwoman and he plays Ocean. So it's nice to see him in this show too. Fender introduces Max to Madison and vice versa. Afterwards, he makes a comment saying that now that they've been introduced, they should just head home. And the girls laugh. Fender he's a really naturally funny guy who's very handsome. And again, for the millionth time, I really like him and his personality, and then especially just like him for Jules. Max thinks that this will be fun. The guys leave to go get a table. Jules and Madison talk it through to make sure that they both want to do this and that they're both on the same page. Jules mentions that she's worried about Izzy though, and Madison reassures her that Izzy will be fine, that the chance of another spiral is very rare. Izzy comes over to Liam's place to break up with him because she thinks that that's what he's been planning to do for quite some time now. Liam is in the shower and Izzy is talking to him through the door. She mentions that she knows Liam lied to her about Big Bear because he doesn't want her to come and meet his friends. Liam questions Izzy if she's looked at his tablet and that he booked them their own cabin down the street from the others, that way that they could be close to everyone. The guys are telling the girls about this time they were in Istanbul after a show, and Max was really, really high. He was really tripping because he thought that they were being kidnapped in their Uber, so he jumps out of the car while it's moving. Like, those must have been some really hard drugs or marijuana or whatever he was doing, because Fender suggested they have another round of drinks so that they can all go back to his place. Jules and Madison give each other a look, and then all of a sudden, a teacher comes out of nowhere with the old school chalkboard. She is giving a linguistics lesson on best friend eye contact American English. Long ass title. And she is giving a full breakdown of the looks Madison and Jules are giving each other without saying any words. Madison's look says that although she thinks Max is super hot and would love to jump his bones, tonight is not the night for that. Jules' look says that although she likes Fender and would like to see where things go, she would prefer a one-on-one night hang with her bestie. Afterwards, the teacher is struggling to move the board and then questions if she can have some help, but then she eventually gets it. Back to reality, Fender asks the girls what's the verdict and they tell them that they're going to call it a night. Madison says that she has to go to the restroom before they leave, and Max suggests that he can come too, just in case they make out a little. Madison is down for that and they leave, and I'm like, well, damn, that was easy. You know what? I ain't mad at it. Like, get you some, Madison. Get you some. You deserve it, girl. Jules tells Fender that even though she's not coming over, that doesn't mean that she didn't have a great time. Fender tells her that she doesn't have to explain herself, and Jules says that she would like to come over another time. She mentions that she just got out of a situation and that she tends to move slow. Fender says that slower moving vehicles are the easiest to jump out of, and Jules reassures Fender that she is not jumping out. Okay, with that reassurance. Okay, Jules. They have this really cute moment where they just look at each other and smile, and I love them. I really do. Liam is trying to come out of the bathroom, and Izzy literally stops him and stands up against the door. She questions Liam if he really wants to be with her, and Liam replies that she asks him that all the time. Liam wants to see her in that so they can talk about this, and Izzy says that she's worried that if she sees him face to face, she won't be able to say what she has to say. She mentions that when she's with Liam, she feels sick, and that she's so terrified of messing things up with him. She says that she is feeling unworthy about a lot of things in her life, including their relationship. Liam asks Izzy how can he fix that, and Izzy tells him that it's not his problem to fix. Liam asks again if Izzy really wants to break up, and Izzy is emotional, agreeing to it, and she apologizes for leaving. I really felt for Izzy in this moment, man. And I was so proud of her too, though. Like you can tell that must have been really hard for her to break things off with him, but the reasons as to why she did it for herself, I commend her so much for that. Stella and Liv are on the couch at home watching Bruno watch Moana. Stella is glancing over at her sexy fit for the night, hung over a chair, and she's disappointed that their night didn't go like she hoped it would. Stella crawls onto Liv's lap, and Liv just comforts her like she's so soft, man. The girls are back at Madison's place, and Madison thanks Jules for the fun night. They are eating Java chip ice cream with cognac, and it looks so good. Like, I'll take one, please. Madison says that the guys talking about their adventures got her thinking about Greece. She tells Jules that they should stop talking about it and really be about it and plan to do it. The next day, Madison comes to Jules' house saying that they should use less money to buy them both a treat. Jules lights up, thinking that she bought them scones, but Madison says that it's actually dresses for Greece. The episode ends with both Jules and Madison trying on their dresses and feeling really good about it. They're twirling around and being all girly, and then they start having a little dress fight. So cute. To wrap up this video, I'm going to do a quick rapid fire of the episode. Favorite scene: Izzy standing up for herself and breaking up with Liam. It was so powerful and emotional. I'm really proud of her for that. Favorite quote: I want to watch Moana by Bruno. Adorable self. He said it in such an adorable way, but also it was hilarious because he was saying it as he was using that whip on the floor, so it was too good. Favorite duo: Jules and Madison. Just all of their scenes was really cute, and by the end of the episode, it just shows why their friendship literally triumphs anything in their lives. Favorite look: I mean, come on, Stella, hands down. The thigh-high boots, the leopard print mini skirt, the freakum bustier that was showing just the right amount of cleavage, like a look. Okay. WTF moment: Bruno's dad ruining the fun, sexy night my girl had planned with her baby. Like, dude, we haven't even met you yet, and I'm pissed at you. But it's cool because they can do it another time, so whatever. I hope you guys enjoyed my review of Dollface. I hope you guys have a great day. Stay safe, and see you guys next week.